Cutting across to Rahul Shrivastav, our National Affairs Editor. You know, Rahul, taking off from what Mr. Pradhan was saying, that the Prime Minister is politically leveraging the spirituality of Varanasi, but this is something he's done from 2014 itself. You know, very few can forget the Ma Ganga statement where he said, "Mujhe Ma Ganga ne bulaya hai."
Yes, Preeti, I think there is that one event, I think, was a very telling event. Why I say that? I think it was very unabashedly, he was being not just as a Prime Minister, but also as a devout Hindu. I think that's where the Prime Minister tried to create a canvas in which there was no line separating religion that he follows and the political beliefs he stands for and the post he holds. And I think if you look at the messaging today, Ram Mandir, Annapurna, Guru Nanak, a lot of these elements are coming very naturally. I think we have come to stop talking about the fact that how the Prime Minister made it use religious elements to actually in a speech which was or speech or event which could have been half official or quasi-official or official with the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister sitting on a stage. One important point which I realized, if you look at the speeches in the morning and the evening, one political, one emotive, in both the things, one thing is clear, that while there are leaders talking to the farmers, asking them to come to Burari at one point to stage their protests, and there will be talks, there is one element very clearly emerging, that there is going to be no budging as far as the government is concerned on the demands of the farmers, that there should be inclusion of MSP in the laws, the farm bills should be tracted. I think the government is sending out a message, one, that we are ready to talk to you, but these farm bills are not to hurt you. The measures and the move, those who are talking to you or backing you are misleading you, and the government is not going to relent. I think that's one important message. The second is, the government does not want the fires against farm bills to spread all over the country. Now, if farmers are protesting from Punjab, I think the government does not want UP to join in, because that will really sandwich Uttar Pradesh. It does not want it to become a national movement, because that will really hurt the government. You recall what happened to the land acquisition bill. That's when the government, Congress, could actually leverage the ground and paint the government anti-farmer. And that's where the government had to withdraw the land acquisition bill. Eventually, it was kept in the cold storage. I think the Prime Minister is trying to isolate the protesters from Punjab and does not want the protests to start in other regions. Eventually, by appealing, he's trying to show that it's the Prime Minister who is trying to convince the protesters, and some people are being unreasonable.